and gentlemen, our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kimm. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
We feed the homeless, the orphans, and the disabled, and we've been doing that for 23 years, long before I ever thought I'd get into politics.
Alexander, before you get on the defensive,
that is not something I would ever say, but I can't
let's take a look at some screenshots of the reactions. Aggressive empowerment puppy show. Philip Edward Alexander threw a full-scale tantrum when asked a simple question about a racist post he allegedly made on social media about building a wall around Beetham, Sealots, Morvant, and Laventille and fling KFC over to feed the people. I am calling a spade a spade. I am not here for your politics and your gimmicks and your trumped-up aggression and demeaning comments. If you didn't make that post, you could have simply said, it wasn't you. Next question, and we move forward. No, you jump up like it's Carnival Tuesday and start to make noise like that would intimidate me. Pelt the microphone right next to me, and you're lucky you didn't hit me. You started to yell and quarrel and say, I set you up and I am pushing a PNM agenda. I'm not pushing anyone's agenda. I want people to know the truth, and I want people to see the truth. I'm not ashamed of being a part of the Black Caucus movement. And if, you hear the word, if you made comments about black people and pelting KFC over walls that you wish you could build and call PNM people Kool-Aid drinking sycophants, why must I avoid asking you about it? It was a yes or no question. Either you said it or you didn't say it. Next question, move on. Is that how you carry yourself? When you hear a question, you don't like, do you think it's good etiquette to jump off of your seat and start yelling to try to make and to take over my show and pull the focus away from the actual question? To my viewers at home, is this who we want to lead our country? Is this who we want to lead this country? Today is International Women's Day. Before Philip Edward Alexander went home and reviewed the show, you went and did a live video on social media calling me a bitch and talking about my pushed up tits. How classy. You are a real gentleman. And I must stain this finger for you. You want women to hear your ranting with your cocky and misogynistic language and come out to vote for you? It have more mad people outside than it have inside. And you, sir, proved yourself unworthy of a leadership role. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for tuning in to another installment of The Cold Truth. Now, I'm opening the telephone lines very early this evening. The numbers are flashing across your screen, 622-9785, 628-6093, so that we can continue on with the discussion from yesterday. In addition to that, we're going to touch on International Women's Day. Now, I must extend courtesies and greetings to women all around the world, to women in our country, to women regionally. I mean, on behalf of Kimm and The Cold Truth, greetings to you on this day. Now, this afternoon, I would really like to, and if I could have a full screen of the actual footage minus the, minus the comments of yesterday's program, I'd really appreciate that so that we can bring viewers up to speed with what took place yesterday. And whilst I do that, we're going to take this call. Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you live.
Good evening, Miss
Hello.
Cole. Yesterday I told you
Hi, good
beauty
afternoon.
brains, but you also have the testicular fortitude. Miss Cole, yesterday, this is Tanti. You asked Mr. Alexander a perfect question, and what he did, he gave you an imperfect answer. How can Mr. Alexander of PEP ask such a disgusting question? And I tell you, it offends me because today is International Women's Day. You forgot when he asked you if you normally are at the corner of Murray Street at 7:30 p.m. A disgusting man. A good journalist and host that you are, you got him to expose his true self. The whole country was locked onto you. The whole country was watching you. The antics of a wannabe Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Never. Kudos to you. Then you were better than Watergate. Congratulations, the Emmy to you. Thanks, in and out. Love you. Bye.
Thank you so much, my love. And if I could have a full screen of what took place. And
pissing on black people back.
What I am saying,
And
I
wouldn't
am
even
telling
have
you
the
that the
decency
PNM
to call it rain.
the PNM has deliberately and systematically,
You and I are having an argument
economically
because Allah-
avoided. And pretty soon, I'm going to show you clips of an actual video that Philip did about me.
Kiss my half red tonight. All ready. All stand up there with the black agenda and black caucus and PNM and black people in this country suffer for 60 years. Nothing change. All they do nothing for black people. And let me tell you something, I say it plain. Who don't want to vote for me, keep your freaking vote. But somebody have to say it plain. Don't bring me on your TV station to ask me why black people committing crime and why black people getting murder and why black people in jail. You say you in the black caucus. What is black caucus doing for black people? You're sitting down on a Chinese man station, Short Young and Chinley. You want to go on the next one? Johnny Soong, Chowlin on, Samga, Gillette. Where the black radio station? You're in a black caucus with a black agenda. Kiss my half red. Let this take much longer, I'll switch out and start over. But I have an obligation to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. When the media call, we will respond. When the media call and invite us to come on the station, we will go. And we will take the chance every single time. But I want them to know, we're not fools. We always expecting. And you try the same bullshit Fazir Mohammed try. You try the same nonsense. Read something into the public space and pretend like somehow I go sit there and let you defame my character. And that would be okay. Miss me with that friend. You want to take your pushed up tips and talk about something? Go down, Shagalamas. Go and stand up outside Pier 1. Tell me, no man. You see, you want to me. I come on your show. But I'm the cure for the common cold, Kimmy. You call me on your show with your breast pushed up in the face. What I'm supposed to do, distract me? You come in with your black agenda and your black caucus. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask all the people in the black caucus and the black agenda a question. Where the black media? Where the black bank? Where the black group of companies? Tell me, in a country where black people number in the majority, and where a black party has had social, economic, and political control of the country for 80% of its existence. So who fooling who? You have a black caucus to fight me? To fight me? How come you're studying Marlene and Berkey Burke? How come that's not your concern? You want to bring me and have a little like a Lana Morton? I mean, a real Dwayne. The girl has looked like a Dwayne. She sound like a Dwayne, and I'm talking as plain as I could. Alana freaking Morton. Not even Dane Wilson was interested in me, and Dane Wilson picking up old scrap iron all over the side of the road. Then PNM knuckle dragging mouth breeders do you bring from the bottom of the Heliconia Foundation? That the Heliconia Foundation take PNM scholarship money to Queen Roberts, Kitchener a daughter? How come Kiwina Roberts teaching a daughter who built the Heliconia Foundation and get a PNM position, but Randall Mitchell get one? How come? How come? You see Black Caucus and the Black freaking agenda. For who? Who agenda you on? Wasting people time. And I want to ask again, how does that help Trinidad and Tobago and Max? I walk in Chinley and Stuart Young studio, eyes open, hands empty, heart pure. Come to say, let's do this together. And you want to me? Please, do your research. I'm not taking that from no trumped up little trollop who just showed up 5 weeks ago and all you're offering the nation is your made-up face and your breast in the face. I'm not taking that from you. You've brought nothing. Oh, I am a member of the newly constituted Black Caucus. What does that mean? What does it mean? You want to tell me about watermelon and fried chicken? You don't know your own blasting culture. That is American racism. Watermelon and fried chicken is in America. Your freshwater dragged up Yankee ass. Anything about Trinidad? You want to come and talk about Black Caucus and Black Agenda? You want to bring me on your show? Baby girl, look at my numbers tonight. On Synergy TV, you only get 1,200 views. My live view from a handheld phone costs 6,000. You want to take me on? Hey man, for zero, get enough views in the morning to add up to what I get at night, and they know it. They send Louis Hart a stunt because I'm jack like this cool. Which she push up bra. That's what she bring to media. A push up freaking bra and a cell phone. So that people could text she action this. See what you say if you say that. I told her on the break. And you'll see it on my video. Because I know Janice didn't interrupt it. I told her on the break. When you interview somebody and you ask them a question and they answer, you're supposed to ask a follow-up question. You're supposed to engage the person. You just reading what people sending you. You want to come and read PNM sycophantic drivel and ascribe it to me, and I must let you read it. Kiss my like that weave you have on your head, squeezing your brain cells together. You know me or what? Research freaking me next time, my child. Research me. I will come with my camera outside Synergy and I will expose Stuart Young business. Stuart Young. Call little people, tell them I know Maria before you end up in politics. Tell them I know. And the last person in Ernst & Young, Maria and Gregory Hannes.
Welcome back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Prime Ministerial hopeful. He is supposed to be the hope. He is supposed to represent the interests of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. But I have a few questions for Philip Edward Alexander, as well as his PEP supporters. What is your policy on bullying? What is your policy on cyberbullying? And I've got to stop to take this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller. You are live. Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ms. Cole.
Yes, good afternoon. You're live.
Firstly, Ms. Cole, let me wish you a happy Women's Day.
Thank you so much.
And let me tell you off the bat, Mr. Philip Edward Alexander, and let me apologize for him as a man, not because he's my friend, he's not my friend, never will be, never can be. But being of the same gender as myself, I wish to apologize to you for being bullied on your own show. The fact remains, Ms. Cole, people like Philip Alexander, they look for a forum to become relevant, and if they can't find it by answering questions as posed to them, they create a scenario to become the topic of conversation. Now, I have told your colleague on your station, or the morning show, I have never and will never ascribe to Mr. Alexander's politics. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, him and I had enough run-ins when he used to be on the ground report. And personally, I think he is a very confused person. It's unfortunate that you had to suffer that type of humiliation by having Mr. Alexander on your program. But Ms. Cole, let me say, as of today, I will be reposting your program to everyone I know online that they may watch it. Just as I did for your colleague on the morning show. What I would like you to do, Ms. Cole, is if it is possible that you can pay a little more attention to the environmental issues that's plaguing our country. We have a whole bunch of it all over the place. No one seems to care enough to expose the environmental ills that's taking place with our coastal areas, our wetland areas, our inland areas, our terrestrial forests, and so on. Please, if you can, on your program, deal with something that contributes to the well-being of our environment. Thank you very much, Ms. Cole.
Thank you so much for your contribution. And you do have my word. I will, in fact, look into the issues that you mentioned. But if you asked me, there is only... And in the grand scheme of things, this is exactly what this program is for. The name of the show is called The Cold Truth. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. How does it go? How does my billboard go? No holds barred. Nothing is off limit. This is the cold truth, and what you saw yesterday was the cold truth about Philip Edward Alexander. This is someone who has positioned themselves as a potential leader for our country. Who is he going to lead? And what does the Progressive Empowerment Papi Show really think that they had accomplished by the behaviors, the unbecoming, bullying, threatensome, violent? I mean, if you ask me, at first, I was shocked, I was stunned, I was afraid to some degree, but I had to stand up for myself because I would not be bullied. I would not tolerate bullying. Hi, good afternoon, calling you live.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Miss Cole, I am a new viewer to your program. Yesterday, by sheer coincidence, I was flicking through the channels and stumbled onto your program. I had no idea such a program existed. Only to catch you and Mr. Philip Alexander's interview. And you were able to bring out something in Philip Alexander that I knew was always there. The man is a narcissist. And unless he could go on a station and sway to what he wants to talk about, he has a problem with it. So this is 2 stations that he's gone on to, and on all the stations is PNM station, and they railroading him, and what's not and what's not. He went on Fazir, and because he couldn't get his way on Fazir, he went on his social media and bad talk Fazir. He come on yours, and because he can't get his way and talk about what he wants to and his agenda on your program, and I must tell you, I love the way you bring back your program and control your program. I had a conversation with him already, and I told him, I said, you're a bully. You keep interjecting people and not allowing them to finish, say what they have to say, and you want to control the whole conversation and to talk about what you want to talk about. I said, you cannot be Prime Minister with that attitude. He made the Keith Rowley look like a boss yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? Dr. Rowley handles himself with a calm, they call him pleasant. He may ask him nonsense, he would kind of sway off in a kind of, he would insult you, so thing you wouldn't even know, you wouldn't even mind. But this attitude of Mr. Alexander is like, what they call him, lagahoo behavior. You understand? I just the way he conversates without even being upset, before he even got to that and level of upsetness, just the way he converses with you, what a tone, I'm like, wait a minute, this man on an interview? I am watching the replay here now, I'm glad they showed it, because I just watched what he said about you, how your breast was singing, and you're properly covered, you're tired. You understand? I didn't feel like tight, but I'm saying you definitely your breast was outside, up in his face as he's cursing, making look. It's a sexual harassment.
Thank
You understand?
Yes, my love. Thank you so much for your contribution. Now, first thing this morning when I tapped into Facebook, I received a post, some really kind words from a Facebook friend, Mr. Mark Lovell, and I thought that I would share this post with you. And it goes, so I wrote a poem this morning, however, I can't take all the credit because I got the inspiration from my lovely friend, Miss Kimm Cole, and the timing is great today being International Women's Day. It's called Take a Stand. They say you're a lady, stay quiet and have a seat. They say you should know your place, know when to speak. But when exactly is a good time to take a stand? Growing up believing you're weaker than the man. Take a stand for what you believe in. When under pressure, show them you won't cave in. Be brave, my daughter, even when facing defeat. Rise to the occasion, my sister. Get on your feet. Warrior forever, push over never. Flip the script on whoever says you're weaker. Lead by example and take the hand of your sister. Show her how to put her foot down and proclaim, not today, mister. Woman, you are stronger than we give, woman, you are stronger than we give you credit for. When trapped in the dark, they always seem to find the door. You being a doormat was never a part of God's plan. God's plan. Be bold, be brave, be amazing, my dear. Take a stand. And these are some really kind words to, it was dedicated to me this morning by Mr. Mark Lovell, and I would like to extend, these words to all women as we celebrate International Women's Day today. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon, my love.
Kimm, I was very proud of you yesterday. The way you stood up for yourself, it was like standing up for all the female people, gender. Because that man, at times I thought he was going to jump on you, but you were brave when you stood up. And I wonder if he has a wife, she must be in a sorry state. If he has a wife. He's arrogant, he's ignorant, he's aggressive, he's disrespectful, and I have to add to it now, absolutely vulgar. He is not Prime Minister material. He should go and really work in the labas. And I'm not sure if even they will accept him. His behavior is so obnoxious. And maybe it is because of upbringing, because I can't see how any man could develop that type of behavior just like that. Must be his upbringing is supreme for it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my love. And, it really has a lot more mad people outside than they have in the madhouse. And I'll tell you why after this call. Good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Good afternoon, Miss Kimm. I like calling you Miss Kimm. You are so beautiful. First of all, I would like to extend Happy International Women's Day to you and all your viewers. I admired your program yesterday, the way you handled Mr. Alexander. I think he is a bully. And I think this country needs women, more women like you, to stand up and call a spade a spade. So we have to look around for more women like you and get this country on the right track. Okay, so that is all I have to say, and thank you very much. I admire you and your program. I look at you every evening. I supported my plans to come and look at you. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the support and some really kind words. Now, I'll tell you why there are a lot more mad people outside of the madhouse than actually in the madhouse. The media, I am a part of the media, and the media will ask you questions. And let me explain something to viewers at home. The media's role is not to pick a side. I am not picking a side. If UNC people is failing, I say that. And if PNM people are failing, I say that. I will ask questions, and the people ought to have answers. Do you think, Philip Edward Alexander, that you can bully the media? How you respond to questions and how you carry yourself is a reflection of your Papi Show party. What does PEP stand for? Progressive. Progress for what? Empowerment? Empowerment for who? Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hi, good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you alive?
Yeah, Kimm?
Yes, good afternoon, my love. How are you doing?
Yeah, you there?
Yes, I am there.
No, I was so hurt yesterday to see what you went through with that man. That man talking about opening a party. What kind of party that man could bring? Eh? A dog party? Dog and all again, not how that man will get. But again, you supposed to let that man move from inside your station one time. You go through too much, I think, with this man. All the station this man go on is so that is the attitude of that fella. This man have no character, he have no nothing. And yeah, if you could keep as far as possible from that fella, keep as far as possible, because he have no respect, he have nothing, right?
Thank you so much for your contribution, my love. But you see, I'm getting a lot of, mixed reviews on social media. A lot of people are of the view that I should have been professional. I should have sat down and even took it a step further to state that I should have cut the interview. But I'll tell you something. Me cutting off the interview is exactly what he wanted. And the fact that I kept the cameras rolling, everybody now can see the nut job that he is. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you live.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my lovely.
First time caller from Diamond Vale.
Good afternoon.
Kimm?
Yes.
I have the utmost respect for you. And I don't care what anybody says. You handled yourself perfect. That man is disrespectful because you cannot speak about somebody's character and come and give us 10 phone of that same character. He's wasting our time. Now, I have followed him, and I am totally disappointed. I see nothing but racism, and it is totally and utterly disrespectful. All I have to say to you, honey, is keep doing what you're doing, and happy International Women's Day to every woman in Trinidad and Tobago and across the world. You have a blessed day, love.
Thank you so much, my dear. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you live. Hi, good afternoon. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, you're live.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller, but I always take in a show, Kimm.
Yes, my dear.
Kimm, I just been shoot out. I'm not siding with nobody because actually I always see this guy talking and thing on Facebook. Aggressive. He always aggressive. And basically, I just say to the fact, you just said something that you were supposed to cut it off to make it look bigger, make you look bigger or whatever. What you did was the right thing, you let it out, let everybody see what it is, and keep it going like that. It's very straightforward. Keep that going. Just keep the truth coming. As Kimm Cole said, it's all about the truth.
The cold truth. Thank you so much for your contribution, my dear. But yes, now the theme for this year's International Women's Day is Press for Progress. Yesterday, I invited the leader of one of our nation's national political parties, an aspiring prime minister. I asked him one question that he did not like, and he went on a rampage. Instead of leaving it there, he went to social media, and he proceeded to do many live videos that I just showed you, and I'm going to ask my team to play a split screen of the videos while I take this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hi, good afternoon. Hello. Caller, you live?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, I think yesterday's program was brilliant. I think it showed Trinidad who really this man is. And I think you handled it pretty well, although you were wrong in a way for standing up to him. But I think overall you did an excellent job, although you'll be wrong in other people's eyes. But it goes to show that if this man could get on with a lady like this, what he actually do if he's prime minister? Therefore, this man's reaction yesterday goes to show that you naturally don't have voice and people don't have a voice. So I think you did an excellent job, and people who calling in and bashing you, they're just studying party politics, whether if they're against PNM or UNC. But I mean, you did an excellent job. So thank you.
But did you not see that a mic was flung at me twice during the interview? The man tried to assault me. Philip, you tried to hit Kimm Cole, and you are very fortunate today that that microphone did not touch me, because you would have had a lot of questions to answer. But all the same, what I want to find out, what I would love to know from the PEP are their views on cyberbullying, if their leader not only supports and encourages it, but participates as well. And the PEP has an entire women's arm according to their website. What I would like to know is, how can you support a man who calls a woman a bitch for doing her job and asking a pointed question? And is this the kind of representation that you want for women and for women's rights? Hi, good afternoon, caller, you live. Hello? Hi, good afternoon. Hello? Caller, you are live. Could you please listen to me on your phone and not your TV? Hello? I think the call dropped. You're welcome to call back 622-9785 or 628-6093. And what I also want to find out is, should our leaders and MPs try to maintain a level of decorum? Do you think our leaders and MPs should maintain a level of decorum when being asked questions about items that surface in the public domain? Hi, good afternoon, caller. You are live.
Service at this time. Please contact your business office for...
Caller, you live? Hi, good afternoon. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. Happy Women's Day.
Thank you so much.
Goes out to you. I am not too much into the politics, but I believe as a male figure, I also have to apologize on a male's behalf. It has me scared and very worried, because I am looking that we have no confidence in the UNC. We have no confidence into the PNM. I am so worried that who it would be the next leader that we could pick.
It's scary, caller. Just imagine, you know, this man has criticized Dr. Keith Rowley and say all kinds of things about Rowley, have no decorum and no class. But he is, Rowley times 1,000. That's Rowley on steroids. He made Rowley look like an angel yesterday. Hi, good afternoon, calling you live. As I was saying, you made Dr. Keith Rowley look like a saint yesterday. You made Dr. Keith Rowley look like an angel yesterday. And I am very happy that you were not given the opportunity to fool the citizens of this country again, because we have been fooled too many times. I know, Philip, you that I'm speaking to this afternoon, I know that you hoped when you got up and you flung the mic, you thought that I would have gotten scared. And I must admit, you know, I did become a bit uncomfortable, you know, with what happened yesterday. But I decided that I would not stop the cameras and I would not go to a break, because this is what this show is for. Anybody who has to come here, I always say, ensure that your hands are clean. If your hands not clean, don't come here, because I am asking you the necessary questions. In this country, our country is going to hell in a basket. And it is time for us to be truthful. It is time for us to be honest. It is time for us to know the real people that we are dealing with. It is time for us to know your intentions. It is alleged, and even to this day, even to now, I still have no clarity, and my viewers have no clarity as it relates to a post, and this is what caused the issue. As I said yesterday, the cold truth is about facts, and many of you tuned in. I asked a simple question about a racist post he allegedly made on social media about building a wall around Beetham, Sealots, Mova, and Laventil, and fling KFC over to feed the people there. That's the question that I asked, and it's either yes or no. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Caller, you there? And what was even more baffling is he goes last night on social media, and he's talking about he so wants to empower the African community, but you cannot answer me if it is true or not. Was this the post that you had written? Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my dear.
Good, I want to apologize, not for him, but I saw and I listened, there was a lot of geometry in your, how you was doing the thing. It made me looking at some incidents that happened in Laventil and things. You know, it was more than him around soon and them in the program, I mean, more disciplined than that. I think you acted out of time, and I humbly apologize to you.
Well, my dear, I do apologize if I acted out of timing for you. But you were not sitting here. You were not being bullied. You did not have a microphone flung at you. And it is my right to stand up against bullying. Nobody is going to come into my studio and try to intimidate me. Nobody is going to try to come into my studio and try to overpower me. A man standing over me, I am sitting down, and perhaps maybe you didn't see the whole tape. You didn't see the entire interview. I remained sitting for about 15 seconds, and he was towering over me with his hands like this. You expect me to sit down? A little bit again, I felt as though he would have slapped me. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm a young man, 15 years old, and I'm watching your program. And the conduct that Mr. Philip Alexander carried out towards you is very disrespectful. And he, as a man, should never find his way going up for the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, because he's setting no example for the youth out there to do better, and he has no class.
Thank you so much for your contribution. And you're looking at it, it took me at least, I sat there for about 10 seconds, and I was hoping that he would sit down, and that did not happen. Do you expect me to sit there and endure that kind of treatment? Come on, man, you can't be serious, caller, you really can't be serious. I good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hello?
Hello, could you put me on, please?
Good afternoon, you're live.
Good afternoon. I have to contribute. That caller before, not the last one. The caller before, that is one of his students. That is the kind of people he talk about. You didn't act right. He can't be serious. But to be honest with you, he lost his sight and his vision. Because if he could look at that and say he apologized for you, something has to wrong with he and his eyes and everything. But that is the kind of student that this gentleman training. And that is nothing positive. Anything good that is positive will not look good in his sight. So anything that is right that you're doing, he will see that it is like if it is negative. And what the gentleman is doing, he will consider that to be good and good leadership for tomorrow children. So don't take it on. Forget it. He's like a dash in the rain season. He passed. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you're live.
Good evening.
Good afternoon, my love.
It's Tance again. I'm sorry. I have to refer to the third caller, the protege of Mr. Alexander, alleged Cotarat Alexander. I am telling you, you're talking about barricading Laventille and Mova, and so, sir, barricade yourself. You're worse than an alleged Cotarat. Thank you. Time's out.
Thank you so much for your contribution this evening. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hi, good afternoon, caller. Please listen to me on your phone and not your TV.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm watching your program here and I'm confused because we should in Trinidad learn to be big people and move on from things. And I don't think that Mr. Alexander was wrong in the way that he dealt with what he dealt with yesterday. I think that you came at him out of timing and he reacted to your out of timingness. And he didn't pelt the mic at you. He dropped the mic.
In my direction.
He dropped the mic. Because he was simply trying to say to you, that the question you came at him with.
And he could have said that. He could have said that.
Yes. He could have handled it better and you also could have handled it better. And I think even though I think the point I'm trying to make is that we could move on from this. In TNT and Trinidad, we have too much talk and no action. And we should focus on the policies that he is be talking about. Because it's a difference.
You're really serious? You're right in your head this evening? What policies
Yes.
Philip Edward Alexander and the PEP could come to me with?
If you had done your research, Ms. Cole.
And I did my research, and that's why I was able to pull a post, an alleged post from 2011, where it is alleged that he made a statement. He's going to build a wall around Beetham, Sealots, and Laventille and pelt boxes of KFC over the
He was trying to say to you, Ms. Cole, when you asked him that question, am I allowed? Hello?
You're live.
When you asked him that question, he was trying to explain to you that that was a post from sometime in the past.
Let me ask you something. If Keith Rowley had done that while he was sitting on my couch, would you have shared the same sentiments?
I am not a supporter of any party. I am trying to be objective as a Trinidadian.
What you're talking is absolute rubbish this afternoon, and I'm not going to entertain it.
I am trying to be objective as a Trinidadian.
You're not trying to be objective. It's not a matter of being a Trinidadian. There is something called right and wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. There is a manner in which people should carry themselves. And you're not
there is also a manner in which you should carry yourself.
And how should I carry myself? Encourage and endorse bullying on national TV? That's what you want me to do? What can PEP tell me about bullying? What is their position on bullying? What is their position on cyberbullying? What is their position on violence against women? Those are the questions. Those are policies. Those are issues that they cannot convince me that they have or they are equipped to represent. Thank you so much for your contribution. Next caller. Caller, you live.
Ms. Kimm, when these fellows come on like that, all they have to do is to cut them off. That is his team. He paying them to call. So you just have to cut them off. Don't give them all this long time and wasting your time and your energy. Forget he too. Cut them off. We don't see what we see. Definitely he done destroy himself already, so you forget that. You are the journalist and you have to ask him any stiff question.
Absolutely.
Any question. And you have to answer it. If he can't answer it, well then what happened? Well, you have a problem. Something to hide. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution this afternoon. And if I can, could you guys play the clip from social media where he called me a bitch? Hi, good afternoon, caller, you live. Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, you're live.
Kimm, I am not a fan of Mr. Alexander. Yesterday, he was so confrontational, and clearly anybody who is saying that you shouldn't have defended yourself and your point have never been in a situation that you was in yesterday. I tuned in just as the conversation got heated, and at one point I surely thought he was going to hit you. So I can clearly see.
Caller, you there? Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you live?
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
You live?
Yeah. Well, actually, I just want to tell you that I view your program right in St. Lucia, and I saw that program yesterday, and I find that man was really out of place. You understand?
Absolutely.
Okay. That man was really out of place to disrespect you.
And to try to bully me. Thank you so
I
much.
hear you.
I said, and he tried to bully me on TV.
Yeah, the man tried to bully you, my lady.
Philip, imagine people all the way in St. Lucia looking at you. People all over in St. Lucia looking at the behaviors that you demonstrated yesterday, Philip, not me. You did that. You killed your political career before you even started. Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you live.
Yes, Ms. Kimm, I'm calling back. I think that Mr. Alexander is behaving worse than a 5-year-old. When they don't get something that they want, they rant and rave. And I think that, I thought rather that after seeing your program yesterday and seeing the post today, what he did, that his support base would have started shifting away from him. But I was wrong, because listening to some of those callers, I think that they are just like him, and people like those, Mr. Alexander and his supporters. That is not what we need in this country. His behavior was appalling, and I want you to not lose sleep over him, because it is not worth it. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution this evening. Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you live. Hi, good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, Kimm.
Yes, good afternoon.
You see people like Mr. Alexander? I wouldn't even say Mr. Anytime them come round my gate talking about to put them in power, I will let go big stone of them. I'm telling you. Because they have no respect, they have no nothing. You understand? Them so can come in front of my gate, man.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Oh, the calls are coming in fast and furious, but I welcome all your calls. At the end of the day, it's about making our country better. And, you know, hi, good afternoon. Caller, you live.
He use any color, but he just come to split vote for Dr. Keith Rowley. Hello?
Yes, caller.
Yeah, he just come to split vote for Keith Rowley. He a dirty man. Just use any color.
Thank you so much for your contribution, my love. Right. And you know what's even more astounding is he sat here and he said that Keith Rowley is black and he is not black. And when I ask you a question about an alleged racist post, you have an issue with it. And you use that to try to storm out of the interview. Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you live.
Yes, Patan, good afternoon, Kimm.
Yes, my dear, good afternoon.
I watched that program yesterday, and that man is a bully. It's men like them, so there's beat woman. That is what he demonstrates, as far as I'm concerned. And then, on the other hand, I needed to investigate Port of Spain General Hospital, Ward 43.
Ward 43.
You pay a visit to that ward on the ground, is German Roach, walking about all over the place.
Okay, my dear, I'm going to definitely look into Port of Spain General Hospital, Ward 43. And you all know what is even more stunning? Do you know that the PRO for the PEP, the Progressive Empowerment Papi show, she was standing right there for the duration of what took place yesterday between myself and Philip, and she had and she didn't attempt to intervene, to pull him off, to quell the situation, to tell him to control himself, to conduct himself. A woman sat here and looked at the leader of her political organization attack, try to demean, bully another woman, and you want me to take you seriously, Janice? Look, not in this lifetime. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon, Kim.
Yes, good afternoon, my love. Caller, could you please listen to me on your phone?
Kim, if I was in your shoes yesterday, I would have given you a cup in his mouth. Because it's a waste of time. I be wanting to be our next Prime Minister.
Thank you so much for your contribution, my love. But you know what? Even if I did punch him in his mouth yesterday, it would have been my right to defend myself because I really felt threatened. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Yes, but getting back to this Janice character, the PRO of the Progressive Empowerment Papi Show, because that is not a political party that is ready and willing and able to represent the interests of women, women's rights, women's progress. Nothing to empower women in this country, and I'm saying it to you on national TV. You will never be able to sit on this show again. We have already seen who you are, and as far as we are concerned here on The Cold Truth, and as far as I am concerned, you are not what this country needs. You are part of the problem, you and your supporters. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Good afternoon, Kim.
Yes, my dear, good afternoon.
The class is something that people can't buy.
Beg your pardon?
Class is something that people can't buy, and he clearly displayed lack of class. You understand? Lack of class. No maturity at all. He come like them little fellas. When they pitch in marble and thing and they get vexed that they're losing the marbles, they grab the rest of marbles and they run. Right? Because he had a golden opportunity. If someone says something about you and you have the evidence there and someone else questions you about it, he had the golden opportunity to say, well, look, I read that same thing, but that is not the case. And for him to get that offended and act in that manner, because I now tell my wife, I said, well, that is a threatening manner. Someone gets up in an interview and stands up over a woman and pointing his fingers
on national TV. And you know what is scary? He knew that the cameras were running. He was fully aware that this is a live broadcasted TV show. And
well, then he has lack of control.
He has no respect. He's a bully. And if he's doing something like this in front of the camera, one, he's not the Prime Minister yet. Thank God he will never be the Prime Minister because of the reaction or the behaviors that he demonstrated yesterday, right?
Yeah, but Kim, there are a host of other issues with regard to him, a host in the public domain, and he didn't even he didn't even give himself a chance to address that simple one. And that one is simple compared to the rest of allegations of fraud and theft and all kind of thing, Right. So if he wants to go down that road, he just dug a hole for himself.
No, well, I mean, I was reading a comment on social media where somebody said that the PEP, they need to notify us of the PEP's funeral because that's it there for them. If you ask me, that's it there for them.
Yeah. That's the end of it. You didn't get to manage a outcome in this country after this.
Absolutely. And in talking about political parties, I am aware that there is a new political organization that is launching, I believe, Saturday coming. So I think I'm gonna, go down there and hear what they have to say.
What's the name of it?
I don't know. I don't know. I really
don't know. It's not PEP though?
Definitely not PEP.
Right. Okay then. All right.
Hi, good afternoon, caller. You are live? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Is this Kimm?
Yes, my love.
Yeah. Listen, man. Yesterday, I want to ask you something. You invited Philip Alexander yesterday to your program?
That's right.
What you saying?
Yes.
Wow. Well,
hold
girl.
on a minute.
Oh my God. Yeah, now I couldn't continue to watch that rumshop behavior from that man. You know.
Right.
You know what I try to figure out? There's one people to believe he so care about black people and that's how he behaving. Well, he is the Syrian Morgan Job. What the hell, Hannah? I had to switch my station. I know watching your program and see that he held on the mic. But what? Look now, these people for real, girl. I just could not continue watching that program yesterday the way he was getting on. I mean, this thing is amazing, guys. I mean, you saw the interview he had with Fazir, Kimm?
Exactly.
You saw it?
Yes, I saw it.
Well, it's the same thing. I tell you, like everywhere he goes and somebody's trying to have a discussion with him, it is turned out to be a big bacchanal. So Kimm don't feel too bad, you know, because he and Fazir had it all. Oh, my God. Listen, man, but this man, he's the second local Jerry Springer. What the hell is this? Nah, man, come to Denise Plummer. What is this? And pointing up at, look now, listen, girl, well, I'm glad you say he ain't gonna be coming back there because trust me, anytime I see him on any program, I switch in my station. You stay strong. Have a good day.
Thank you so much for your contribution. And he even went on to say that Kimm Cole is a PNM. The minute you call them out on their nonsense, the quickest straw they can grasp at or grab at is you're a PNM or you're a UNC. On this station, I just bash everybody and I pong everybody. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't play gray areas with anybody, situations and things when it comes to the cold truth. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hello. Hi, good afternoon. Hello.
Good day.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi. I just want to ask a question. If an actor from Black Panther was to come on the show, would you ask him about the movie or would you ask him about his personal life or things that he wrote on Facebook?
I would ask him any question. As a member of the media, I am entitled to ask him that much.
No, but all right. And what I'm asking you is, your line of questioning will be based on his personal life, or if you're bringing him because he acted in a movie, it would be based on you finding out the cold truth about him in the movie.
The cold truth about everything. The name of the show is The Cold Truth. I am not one of these, my style and my show is about getting to the bottom of a situation. And as I say, do not come here if your hands are not clean. I get to the bottom of things. How can you say, or how can you even discuss women's rights or bullying when you have proved that you are a bully? So even before we get to the 21 policies of the party, he could not even conduct himself in a respectable manner. I am tired of, I don't know about you, but I am tired of the gutter politics and the gutter politicians that we have in this country. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Hi, Kimm.
Yes, good afternoon.
I have two questions. Is it that men of integrity and class are dying breed in our country? One. And I am mixed with Indian, Portuguese, Chinese, Negro, and Carib. Where do I fit in the scheme of things of Trinidad and Tobago? Because politicians has made everything about race. So where do I fit in?
We can tell you why. I can tell you where you fit in by process of elimination, and perhaps maybe, you would figure it out. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hello.
Oh my God, finally.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi. I just want to say, on your side, everybody hold me on your side. I felt you dealt with it very professionally, no matter what nobody say. So you need to relax yourself. You dealt with it very well. Okay, I'm glad that you exposed the person that he really is. so people in Trinidad and Tobago knows who absolutely not to vote for. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution, my love. And I must say thank you all for tuning in to this evening's installment of The Cold Truth. I am Kimm Cole. I do not support bullying. Stand up to a bully near you. And happy International Women's Day to all women. We see you tomorrow.
Who the hell is Kimm? What foolishness you talking? You better check yourself and go and check your health. Better call up.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kimm Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.